Well, good morning. I am Buck. This is Shop Talk with Buck on Thursday, September the 5th. Good morning to everyone. Uh, Today I'm going to look at something I'm fixing to have to do with my dry sink is pocket holes. What I can do, I'll bring y'all in here and we'll look at these pocket holes. I don't use pocket holes that much, but there's times and situations like this, it just makes sense. So these are the drawer runners for the dry sink. There's the tenon where see, I have the mortises right here. I've already dry fitted it. It fits good. But up inside, you got your runners. I'm just going to put pocket holes here and here. And I think that will do everything we need to do. But it's like everything else I do, this is an offcut. And what I was going to do is do a pocket hole right here to simulate the real thing. So you got two ends on it just like you do that. And now to give me an idea of whether this thing's going to work or not, because it's not very wide right there, and that's where I need it, right here on this. The drawer's going to sit right here. So let me, I'll tell you what, let me see. If I set that dude right there. All right, what I'm looking at is, and I got this thing set on 7/8 of an inch. But the thing about it is, you just go through this thing, and I don't know if y'all have used pocket holes or not. You set this collar right here. You put the blade in there, and I put it on 7/8. And this piece right here, I line it up 7/8. Pretty simple the way it goes. But my question is, I need to line up one of these. So I'm thinking that should, it's off to one side, so I don't, basically, put it right here. Because I gotta line up the center of one of these to this span right here, the center of that span. It's got hooks on the front that'll hook right here to make the distance correct. But that looks like it's in the center, don't it? Okay. Remember, the collar is preset. The hook is back. All right, let's see what we can do right here. See what that done for it. So it looks like that is going to, I had a screw, here it is. Let's just see where that's going to come out at. See, and I put one on the bottom. That should give me let me see if I can get that thing back out. I had a block of wood. I think this is the way we're going to do it. So flip it right over. We'll try to line up with the center like we did there. If it's off just a tick, I don't think it's going to be the end of the world, but we want it pretty close. So see if we can't do the same thing. We can get them two nail screws to come out, pointing in different directions, fighting against one another. I think it'll line up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to line up with this side right here. I think that's what we're looking for right there. Let's see if we can't make this happen. I believe it's looking good so far anyway. I don't know why that thing, it didn't bottom out, did it? There it went. Now, if that thing, I believe this is going to work just fine. This is what I want it to look like. That's what I'm looking at. I believe, and of course the other end I have the same way. But mounting this thing is going to be a trick, because what happens here is a drawer runner, drawer slides, that kind of thing. When you get that thing in there, it's got to be the same distance in the front and the back, same distance from side to side. Then you cross measure it, and if you don't have the same measurements front and back, then the same measurements side to side, if that one's off a little bit, you could have a cross measurement that seems to be right and it not be square. For the cross measurement to work, the front measurement and the back measurements has got to be exactly the same, and the side measurement and the side measurement has got to be exactly the same. Then you pull your cross and you get them lined up. I've been bit before, and it was off the 1/8 of an inch. The front was 1/8 of an inch longer than the back, and then the sides were the same. But when I got the cross measurements, they read the same, but when you put a square on it, it wasn't square. And I scratched my head on that for a while. Finally got it figured out, and then when I corrected the measurements, I put the cross measurement in square. If you can get them exact, front and back, exact left and right, then your cross measurement, then you can adjust the square to match, because it would be square then. That's a little trick that I learned the hard way. It took a while to figure that one out, because you go to doubting your squares. Of course, square's easy enough. You put it down here on something straight and you draw a line, then flip it over, that line will match. And that square would be good then. But I mean, now when I scratched my head, it took me a week to figure that one out. But anyway, but once you figure it out the hard way, ain't nobody convince you different, because you done figured it out. So a lot of this, see, when I started this stuff, there was no such thing as YouTube. And the thing about it is, the people around me, they wasn't woodworkers. There's carpenters, so it's different than woodworking and carpentry. You just go about things differently. And the thing about it is, I either got to figure it out with books, or like I did that cross measurement thing, figure it out on your own. Because YouTube now, if you got a question on something, chances are, I mean, the odds are, might be 1 chance in 1,000 you can't find something, but odds are you'll find it on YouTube. But when I started, what was it, 2005, 6, 4, somewhere in the early 2000s is when YouTube actually started. I remember them sending me, YouTube sent me a request to start a channel and the criteria, you know, they were looking for and everything. And then they were just getting started. Well, years and years and years later is when I started the channel. I started on YouTube. It's not been hardly a year yet. If I had started back when it began, I'd have enough time under my belt that I'd probably be getting pretty good at it by now. But it's an art to getting this filmed and where people can understand it and they enjoy it. It's a cross between information and entertainment that I gotta figure out. And like I say, when I do a project, if I'm going to film it for YouTube, it don't matter how small the project, you can just about figure if it took you 4 hours to do this project, well, the time you get it uploaded to YouTube, it's 8 or 9 hours later. Because it doubles your time by the time you move your camera around and get your shots and then get it edited and then get the thumbnails and all the descriptions, and it's time consuming. It sure is. So I think I'm gonna use the pocket holes to be that no one will ever see it. I mean, if we go tearing it apart, I guess they'll see it, but I think it'll hold fine. I believe that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the pieces for real and do that. I dry fitted. I am. Sometimes I'm surprised myself. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's what I'm going to do to dry. I'm going to try to the dry sink, get it done part 1. Then I'll do part 2 with the doors, the drawer, the towel rack, and doing the finish. If not, that daggum dry sink will be 2 hours long. So that's where I'm at on that. This is Thursday. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Get you a cup of coffee and get the day started and have a wonderful day. And I will see you guys. I hope to be back down here in the morning, and I will see y'all then. Y'all be safe.